Hi everyone, I really hope everything is okay and I do mean it. So on today's video, I'm just gonna keep talking about how to lose visceral fat in a healthy fashion. Scientifically proved, and if you really want it, you can do it. If you have a good nutrition and keep doing a proper exercise, you're gonna get it. So hopefully when I am 70, I want to be even much better than now. Let's see. That's my aim. Okay. So today I would like to talk about protein, good sources of protein, the benefits, and so on. Don't go anywhere. Stay with me. Now, one of the reasons why I'm making this video is because many people say out there that red meat are bad for health, and it's not really like that. I will tell you the good sources of protein and the bad sources of protein, and hopefully after this video you should have a better idea when it comes to protein. To protein. Let's start with the red meat, and I will start with the bad sources of red meat and why they are bad. And they are bad because they has been highly processed. They've been highly refined, and this type of food will give you a lot of health issues. The people say that red meat are bad because they are talking about foods such as bacon, highly processed, refined, adding a lot of salt. Sorry. I said bacon, sausages, hot dogs, type of burger, frozen pizza. Even when pizza is a carbohydrate, but it shouldn't be in that list. But hot dogs, bacon, sausages, a few types of hams, especially if they are being highly processed. The body will have to deal with a food that can cause problems. Most of those food, obviously cookies, well, but it's just a protein. So, good sources of protein, the animal protein: beef, lean portion of meat, very good. If you have problem with your kidneys, then you have to be mindful when it comes to meat, because you don't want to have too much phosphorus in your blood. If you have problem with your gallbladder, be mindful with the consumption of fat, because you won't have enough bile to break down this type of food. You see, but that will come in the things that we have to, the aspect that we have to take into consideration. I'm just talking about the general terms, okay? Another source of protein, animal protein, a good one, obviously. I already told you the bad ones. Poultry. But when it comes to poultry, you want them without skin, because the skin contains a lot of bad fat that contain this type of saturated fat of the chicken, the poultry skin, contain a lot of bad cholesterol, you know, that they are transported to our organs, cells, and tissues, and on their way they create plaques in our artery walls. That's the type of the fatty acid that the chicken skin contain. That's why take off the skin and the chicken will be perfect. Twice a day, once a day, you can eat animal protein. Another type of animal protein, obviously a source, a meat, a veal, a lamb, a number of them. All right. Poultry, without skin, very good. The benefits: they are rich in vitamins and minerals. They are satiety. They will make you feel food for longer. They contain the 9 essential amino acids that our body doesn't produce, which is that's vital for not only the growth but also the repair of the bodily tissues, the bodily function, and for energy as well. But we don't want to take the amino acid for energy. We want to teach our body to switch from glucose as a main source of energy to fatty acid oxidation, But next video I'm gonna be talking about that specifically, and I'm gonna be showing example how you should train in order to lose extra belly fat. That's for sure. I have a number of videos already made, So another type of a good source of protein would be vegetable protein. Talking about legumes, nuts, seeds. They are rich also in vitamins and minerals, fibers. Legumes contain a lot of fibers, and obviously protein. You should add it into your routine if you haven't done that. Once, twice a day will be beneficial. Have a cup, or one day if you feel really hungry, a full cup is not gonna be a problem at all. And if you want to mix it with rice, tell you something. When you mix rice and beans, you will get the 9 essential amino acids that our body doesn't produce. However, by themselves, right, beans and rice don't get the 9 essential amino acids. They have protein, but not the 9 essential. But when you bind them, you get the 9 essential amino acids, and that's very good for our overall health, but especially for our muscles. More oxygen, more strength, more many things. So another the benefits, as I was explaining, most of them are low in calorie, high in fibers, rich in vitamins and minerals. when it comes to legumes. When it comes to nuts, they are dense in calorie. They are very good for a snack, because that will stop you from eating a sugary drink, and I will talk about the sugary drinks, the piece of cake, when will be the proper time to have it, because those type of food have their own time to have it, and that would be beneficial. That will be later on. So let's go back. Another type of another good source of protein will be, as I said, nuts and seeds. You have to be mindful with that, because they not only are dense, calorie dense, but also they contain essential fatty acid as omega-6, and omega-6 is related, is scientifically proved that will increase the inflammation in our body. So that's why be mindful when it comes to several types of nuts because of it. But good sources of nuts, for instance, will be almond, cashew, pistachio, hazelnut, just to list a few of them. Another good source of protein will be fish and seafood. Fish and seafood, perfect. Non-essential amino acid, essential fatty acid, low in calorie, rich in vitamin and minerals. What else you want? Definitely, if you are not adding fish or seafood on your diet, you should do it right now. Another good source of protein, but this one you have to be careful, right? So another type of protein, but this one in particular you have to be careful. That's when it comes to milk and its alternatives. I mean, a food derived from milk. Obviously, I'm talking about not only cheese, but also yogurt, because for them to be yogurt and cheese have to be processed. 1 pound of cheese is approximately like let's say 10 liters of milk, so it's being processed, and we want to avoid processed food, and dairy products fall into the semi-processed food, so you gotta be mindful when it comes to it. So now you can have this type of source of protein, the dairy product, 1-2 a day would be okay. Just be mindful with the moderation, and because they have also a lot of benefits as well, health benefits, so you have to take advantage of them. They also have a rich in vitamins and minerals, obviously protein, but you gotta be mindful when it comes to cheese and yogurt, because of the putrefaction process, so to speak. I think this is the proper pronunciation. Sorry if I pronounce so in the improper way, but yes, I think that's a proper pronunciation. Putrefaction. So it's a little bit hard, but hopefully I get it right. My message came across. Because of it, we have to be mindful. But yes, you have the good sources and the benefits dairy product, obviously calcium, so a lot of vitamins and minerals, and also they have all the protein. Pizza, I'm not gonna say eliminate it, but reduce the frequency. Once, twice a week will be okay. When it comes to sugary drinks, to a food that elevate your glycemic level, this type of food, like a piece of cake, the ice cream, or empty calories that only have sugar because they are lack of nutrients like vitamins and minerals and fibers, they are good after post an intensive prolonged exercise training session, because your insulin level at that point will drop, and you want to regulate your insulin level, because you don't want to your insulin level can be too much low, because then you're gonna increase the muscle breakdown, and you don't want that, because once you lose a muscular because of a forgive energy, your metabolism will slow down, you're gonna have less strength, you're gonna have less oxygen throughout your body, and so save that glycogen inside your cells, take it for growth and repair the body tissues, instead of taking it as energy. For energy, glucose and fatty acid, we have to teach our body, and it will come by itself eventually. So post exercise, that's when you want a quick fatty, a quick food that goes straight or very quick to our bloodstream, in order to fit, to recover from training, because at that particular time our body needs this type of food. But on a lazy day, when you are not doing anything, decrease your sugar intake. That for sure. It won't be beneficial if you keep, because what happens is when you start consuming too much sugary drink, that will enter very quick to our bloodstream. Not only will elevate your glycemic level in blood, your bad cholesterol elevate as well, the risk of heart attack, and then that make you feel hungry in a very short period of time, and eating. So what we want is to have for example, protein, because the protein, it is satiety. We need protein to repair, as I said before, the body tissue, the growth body tissue. Protein is satiety, make you feel full for longer. Protein, as I said earlier, will help to increase your metabolism. Protein will help to increase your muscular mass and decrease your adipose tissues volume, and that will help for burning fat. But one thing that you have to take into consideration, that insulin level can't be that high. I explained when that you should eat this type of sugary drink, and why, because your insulin level drops and everything. But after that, you shouldn't eat it. You should decrease the frequency and the amount. because it's gonna be worse, and eventually you're gonna gain more weight, and you don't want that. Protein also is a muscle sparring, and if you want to increase your muscular mass, you have to eat a proper amount of protein. How much protein you should eat? 0.8, let's say 1 point, one gram of protein per your body weight in kilo. Let's say for instance, my weight is 83, 84, about that, sometimes 85, but normally 83, 84. That's how many grams I should eat. But if I am in a hypertrophy stage of my training, if I am an athlete, an elite athlete that I spend a lot of calories every single day, right? I should increase the consumption of protein, about 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of my body weight. That should be very beneficial. But 1 gram of protein per your body weight, that will be okay. Basically, let's say that you eat 3-4 times a day. If every time that you eat from 15 to 20 grams, you are okay. Try to eat 50 to 20, 25 grams of protein at every meal, in every meal, and that will be beneficial. It doesn't have to be exactly 20, but around. I mean, one day you eat, you know that your average should be, let's say in my case, 84 grams of protein. Say today I consume 60, and tomorrow I can consume 100. You see, doesn't have to be exactly every single day, but the average at the end of the week should match. Around, it gotta be, let's say 80, 8 times 7, 560 grams of protein. But around it should be around. You have an idea how and where you should go and how you should do it. And always go for the better choices, and you will achieve your goals. That for sure. I hope it's being interested, helpful. You know what you should do if you've liked what you have seen. Subscribe. Give it a like and hit the bell, and you won't miss out any of my video. On my next video, I'm gonna be talking about fibers, and then we're gonna be dancing. And then I will go to Casa La Música, the music house. Now nos vamos para la Casa de la Música. Nos vamos para la tropical. Nos vamos a ir para 1830. Historia que tengo por ahí en todos esos lugares. Nos vamos a ir para coño, ¿cómo se llama ese lugar, chico? Se me olvidó. Se ya acabaron conmigo. Para este hotel. Bueno, nos vamos a bailar en Florida. Nos vamos para Florida. We're just going dancing. Okay? Okay, my friend. You did it, right? Okay. I like it like that. Thank you for subscribing and give it a like. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Okay, see you guys later.